My Nana passed when I was 5 years old, but I saw her again about 13 years later. I came home from school one day and fell asleep on the couch in the family room. In a dream, I woke up, tossed the blanket off me, and the remote control to the TV fell onto the floor. I picked it up and walked into the dining room kitchen area. When I walked into the dining room, I saw my parents with their back towards me sitting at the kitchen table. Across from them, facing me, was my Nana and Pa, both who have passed, and my other grandparents who were still living. I remember being not scared, confused that my Nana and Pa were there. They were deeply concentrating at the kitchen table, a meeting of some kind. I kept trying to get my Nana's attention by calling her, "Nana, Nana, Nana," but she wouldn't look at me, until finally after I said, "Nana, everyone says I look like you." "I do. I really do look like you." She turned her head in my direction with her arms still crossed, sort of leaning on the table. She looked at me and said without her mouth moving, "I know," and shushed me with her pointer finger over her lips, and turned her head back to whatever was going on at that table. That was it. So I woke up, and just like in the dream, I tossed the blanket off me and the remote control falls to the floor. Weird. I pick it up, put it on the coffee table, and head into the dining room kitchen area. My mom was in there at the sink. Hesitantly, I said, "Hey Mom, I don't want to upset Dad by asking, but was Nana buried in a blue dress? Hair kind of curled with lipstick on, like in your wedding photo?" My mother turned to me almost frozen. "How did you know that?" she asked. "We didn't take you to the service or the funeral. How did you know that?" I told her I saw all my grandparents at the table just before in a dream. I explained how I tried interacting with Nana, but she was very focused on what was being discussed at the table. As it turns out, while I was sleeping, there was a meeting at the table with a gentleman about the house. Our house was my grandparents'. They sold it to my parents before moving out of state. I never forgot that dream. It was the first time I saw my Nana in the afterlife.